and I love watching him play. He's still my favorite golfer. But I mean, it would not be the same because he's well past his prime. He can still win here and there, but I mean, back in the day, you expected him to win every time you set foot on the golf course. It's not the same today. But it doesn't mean what I'm saying with a younger golfer. I want to see the next Tiger. You know, and that's why I think he's an amateur.
It is one thing I would introduce that DeChambeau can always piss Tiger off, in which case something could happen. There could be some fireworks there. I think that's good for me. Little WWE here. Come on. You should embrace it.
I would. I don't think it's realistic because I think Bryson DeChambeau honestly reveres Tiger Woods. Like, there's no rivalry there. Of course, Koepka, showing Instagram pictures of him with his shirt off or something like that. That's what sparked it with DeChambeau. Something stupid, and DeChambeau doesn't know how to make a joke without looking awkward, and then it turns into something stupid. But Tiger, I don't think he would ever say or do anything to diminish the stature.
I don't put it beneath.
Fair enough.
All right.
What about Patrick Reed? Your guy.
Patrick Reed. The thing about Patrick Reed is that I understand why people hate him. And I only love him because of Ryder Cup Patrick Reed, who leans into being hateable. But it's really to get under the skin of the Europeans, which means you should like him. Isn't the idea of getting under the skin?
I really don't dislike Patrick Reed. I think it's funny that you're all in on Patrick Reed, and yet he is such a hateful character.
It was in the Ryder Cup, and I was like, I love this guy.
I just didn't like the whining of,
he's terrible.
Nobody wants to play with me. It's not fair.
It's Carson Anderson. All right, this can't be real. It's being offered and marketed, and I'm not sure anybody would buy it, but I'll tell you what it is today at 10:50. All right, Carson Anderson on 97.1.
The average homeowner gained $50,000 in home equity back in 2021. So cash in on your home equity to get back thousands with Hump Financial. Tap on your home equity to pay off high-interest credit card debt, student loans, or so much more. You got a big remodeling project at the house. Your biggest investment is growing. Hump Financial can also close your loan in as little as 8 business days. With nearly 5,000 five-star reviews, why would you go anywhere else? I've used Hump Financial in the past. Could not have been happier with the entire process. Everything moved quickly. They answered all my questions. I gave them a 5-star review. I love what they've done. Other people have said things like, I refinanced twice with Hump Financial. Both times were quick and easy. It was almost too good to be true. But having it done twice, they are the real deal, and I'll be using them for any future needs. Get started today and chat with a mortgage expert online at callhallfirst.com, or pick up the phone and call yourself at 866-CALL-HALL. That's 866-CALL-HALL.
Help Mother Waddles to help those in need by donating your car. Your car donation to Mother Waddles will provide food and shelter to the poorest of the poor. Call Mother Waddles today and change a life. Call 313-WADDLES.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute. On April 6, 1973, the Yankees' Ron Blomberg became baseball's first ever designated hitter. Originally, Blomberg recalls everyone thought the DH was a joke and called it a pinch hitter. Now today, he says, I know 3 or 4 high school pitchers whose parents won't even let them pick up a bat. They don't want them to get hurt. I'm like, come on. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Welcome to Total Wine & More.
I'd like a new Cabernet.
You'll love this one. Find what you love what you find at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
So you're at the game, and that hot dog and soda came back to haunt you with heartburn. You've got to get it under control with a few antacids until bedtime, and then the heartburn comes back. Does this happen to you? Instead of fighting your heartburn, block it with Prilosec OTC so you can celebrate your team's victory without heartburn distracting you. Taking one Prilosec OTC pill in the morning can prevent excess acid production and block your heartburn all day and all night. Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Welcome to Total Wine & More. I'm looking for a whiskey. You'll love this one. Wow. Find what you love
love what you find at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Everywhere I go, people ask me, is now the right time to sell our home? Hi, it's Mark Z with EXP. And in this fast-changing real estate market, it's critical you choose the right agent with the right marketing plan. Call me, Mark Z, and I'll get your home sold, guaranteed. I'm not bragging. I'm applying for the job. Call me, Mark Z, today at 844-SOLD-BY-Z and start packing.
Golf's first major is a tradition unlike any other, and now you can bet on who you think will go home with the green jacket on FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, new customers can get 30-1 odds on Jordan Spieth, 2015 champ, four-time major winner Rory McIlroy, or 2020 champ Dustin Johnson to simply make the cut at Augusta. That's right. If any of those players make the cut, you win big. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook and take a swing at betting the first major. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app using promo code Jansen to get 30-1 odds on either Spieth, McIlroy, or Johnson to make the cut at Augusta. That's promo code Jansen. FanDuel Sportsbook, official betting partner of the PGA Tour. FanDuel Sportsbook is also the official betting partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over, present in Michigan. New users only. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bet $5. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5 Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Scott Anderson, 97.1 The Ticket. Greg is on a cell, and he's on 97.1. Hello, Greg.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're good.
Good. You know, I don't think Stoney will fare very well if he tries to put on a costume. They'll probably take him out and back of the woodshed and do a number on him. I was there in '97.
Wait a minute, hold
It was a
on.
beautiful day.
You think that they
And,
would... hold on a second, Greg. You think they would take Stoney out back and beat the hell out of him? We don't take kindly to people wearing costumes around here and just go back to where you came from, leaving a bloody heap.
They are anal with their appearance at the Masters.
Well, that's true.
And I took my shoes off because it was getting hot, and I was barefoot. And 2 holes later, some guard ordered me to put my shoes back on, or they were going to throw me out.
Well, I get that. You gotta wear your shoes.
Yeah. So, hey, man, that'll be fun to hear Stoney's story about being,
Well, we'll see if we can get him to wear anything goofy. Although I would say that anybody who takes their shoes off in a public place, it's okay to throw them out. Do you ever take your shoes off in a public place other than like a pool?
Like a pool or a beach? No, not at all.
I'm trying to think if I've ever... I don't think I ever have.
I remember...
I think I have.
When I went to play...
It's something I'd make a regular behavior out of.
When I went to play at Pinehurst that weekend,
Yep.
played 5 rounds of golf at the resort there. And I think it was the 3rd round we played. It was the first day we had... we played 36 holes. The first time we did that.
Yep.
After the first round, I'd forgotten my golf shoes. I left my shoes at the condo that we were staying at. And I thought that I left them with my clubs. And they would take your clubs after each round and take them to the next course. It was just how it was set up. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I get to the next course after we have some lunch. I'm like, oh, crap. I don't have my golf shoes. So all I had was tennis shoes, which you know me, I typically just wear my tennis shoes anyway. For whatever reason, I decided, you know what, though? I've seen Jim McMahon do this. Jim McMahon plays barefoot. I'm going to try that out. That lasted about a hole. And I'm like, I'm going to put the shoes on, man.
Good.
It's just a mistake. And that's the only time I think I've ever, like, gone out without the... I mean, I wear sandals, but not... Can't go barefoot.
That's not...
That's gross.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not,
bogue.
not big on barefoot. Okay. So Darren Ravel tweeted out the following. For National Beer Day, Miller Lite is selling beer-flavored drops to flavor other light beers with more Miller Lite flavor.
What's that?
For National Beer Day, Miller Lite is selling beer-flavored drops to flavor other light beers with more Miller Lite flavor.
So if I got like a Coors Light, I could add the Miller Lite flavor drop into the Coors Light, and it'll change the Coors Light flavor into more of a Miller Lite?
Yep. So you drink, Gator every day has a giant bottle that he fills with water and then flavors with, is it Mio?
Yeah.
Which is just a little concentrated flavoring.
Yes.
You just squirt
0 calories or sugar.
You squirt something in there.
Yeah.
You've got these jugs. This one used to be simply limeade.
That's right. Which is fantastic when mixed with tequila.
But he's got, in today, some sort of red drink.
It's fruit punch, I think, today.
You can get Miller Lite flavored drops
to put into your light beer, so your light beer tastes like Miller Lite.
Yep.
How about I just get Miller Lite? Is it not that?
I thought this
Are there some places that sell other light beers, but they don't sell Miller Lite?
What about? Can you put that in water? Also, Doug?
It doesn't say.
I'm assuming.
I mean, it's just a tweet. I can't look. I drink Miller Lite, but you know why I drink Miller Lite? Because I like the screw top can, the 16-ounce screw top can. When it comes to light beer, all right. If you lined them all up and put them in cups, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, well, that Blue Light, as far as I'm concerned, I probably couldn't tell the difference.
I used to be much better at that.
I'm not sure that there is much of a difference.
I don't think there is either. I used to be much better at that. I could tell the difference between Miller Lite, Bud Light, certainly Blue Light. Blue Light's very distinctive. Coors Light, Michelob Light. I actually could back in the day. I don't think I could do it now.
Well,
but I too. I drink a lot of. If I drink beer, I drink Miller Lite a lot. I don't know if I need to. It just seems weird. Like if I'm going to order a beer, I'll order a Miller Lite. I don't need.
I'm not sure why I'd order
my other light beer with Miller Lite flavor drops.
I'm assuming this is if you're at a place where they don't have Miller Lite, like not at a bar, like a
but you
friend's
have to,
house.
You have to carry these things with you.
Yeah, well, they're small. It's very simple. People carry those flavored water drinks with them all the time.
It's just a little thing.
Do you carry that with you?
No.
But people do. I mean,
look, if I were a chick and I had a purse, maybe I'd have something, keep it in the purse. But I'm a dude. We don't, do that. Maybe my fanny pack.
No, maybe if you have a satchel, yeah, you could carry it around.
A Merce?
Yes.
If I had a Merce, I suppose you could.
Gym bag. Good workout. Little Miller Lite water after.
But it said in the tweet, it's to make your other light beer taste like Miller Lite. So it's talking about beer flavored with beer flavoring.
Yep.
So I guess so. If I'm at a party, okay, I think this is the road you have to go down. If you're at a party and all they have is Bud Light, and you don't really like Bud Light, you prefer Miller Lite, and you carry these Miller Lite drops and you put it into the Bud Light, and it changes the flavor to Miller Lite.
Yep.
I guess. I don't know. It seems really strange.
It seems totally strange.
Like, how much money they put into this market research to get this out there? Let's make this this is a good idea.
I mean, the market research is us talking about it. That's the market research.
Yes, but I mean,
it costs $4.
I'm on the Miller Lite's official website.
Yeah.
And I found the beer drops for sale.
Yeah.
Our first batch of beer drops is sold out. Check back tomorrow when beer drops go live again for National Beer Day.
That's already sold out? Dang.
Oh, but hold on. So they're going to make more between now and tomorrow? Why wouldn't they just sell them? Who?
Marketing.
I almost feel like this is 100% marketing, and it's not true. I think Miller Lite is full of ploy here.
But you can't even get it?
I don't think these even exist.
Well, it's a week after April Fool's, so this is actually for Beer Day, right?
It crossed my mind that this might be an April Fool's joke. Because I cannot... Look, if I'm standing in front of a bunch of light beers and I'm getting light beer, I'm getting Miller Lite. Okay? I am not getting Miller Lite beer drops to make any other beer taste more like Miller Lite. I don't buy that this is a real thing.
This takes me back to draft day in the NFL when the Lions had the 2 first-round picks and they took Aaron Gibson with the second one. So that day I was doing a draft day show from the practice facility, the mini bubble outside the Silverdome.
Yeah.
And James Hound Dog Hunter, late James Hunter, was my co-host for the show. We were anchoring the coverage. So Hound Dog used to be a rep with Budweiser. So after an hour or so, one of the sales guys comes up and goes, "Hey man, can I get you guys anything?" And Hound Dog goes, "Yep, I could use a nice tall Budweiser." And he goes, "Well, what if they only have light?" And the Bud Light, whatever, it's fine. But it has to be Bud. So the guy comes back like 20 minutes later and sets a couple beers down. Hound Dog takes one sip. And he goes, And the guy's like, "What's the problem?" He goes, "Man, what are you trying to pull?" He goes, "You don't think I can tell the difference between Budweiser and Miller?" And the sales guy's like, "I'm sorry, that's all they had."
Wow.
I mean, called them out flat out right there. And I think it was a Bud Light versus Miller Lite thing.
No,
people know the difference.
I have a friend who absolutely knows the difference. He gets pissed. We get some ticket texts. Actually, they're saying like if you go to an airport or someplace that only sells Budweiser or Miller, in this case Budweiser, and they want their Miller taste, this is where it comes in handy. Or they only sell Coors.
We were at a baseball tournament, staying in a hotel, and we went out and got some beer for the parents. One of the moms was like, "Don't bring that Miller Lite up in here."
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
I think we all, even though pretty much we know it kind of tastes very similar, I think we have a preference. I have a preference.
I have a preference, absolutely.
What's your preference?
Miller Lite.
What's your preference?
My preference is Miller Lite.
Okay.
Between those two, yeah.
Until Bud Light starts paying me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Michelob Light guy if
you?
I have
There
my
you go.
preference in all light beers. Although Sam Adams Light to me is the most flavorful of the light beers.
It's kind of the money.
It's kind of money, yeah,
Wow.
But any port in a storm,
Fair
Coors
enough.
Light.
248-539-9797. All right.
Just don't give me that lighthearted crap.
Not up in here.
Not up in here.
3 weeks from tomorrow is the NFL draft. There is another recent trend with mock drafts. Question is anybody buying this one? We will get to that today at 11:04. Here on 97.1 The Ticket.
Whatever you are, vegan, plant-based, keto, paleo, low-carb, local, non-GMO, certified organic, we are you. Better Health Market and Cafe. And however you want to shop, online, in-store, curbside, pickup, delivery, we're right there for you. Better Health Markets.
Look to us for the better food, nutrition, and advice you need to reach your 2022 health and fitness goals. Visit our 14 Michigan locations, including our new market and cafe in downtown Dearborn on Michigan Avenue, or betterhealthstore.com today.
You've heard me talk about Mike Papur National Benefit Plans and how he can find you an affordable health insurance plan. Well, today, I'm going to talk to you about Mike providing you with affordable life insurance. That's right. Mike shops from over 70 different life insurance carriers nationwide, and you won't be dealing with some phone jockey 6 states over. If it's available in your state, Mike will find it. He will shop that marketplace. He will make sure you're getting a policy that is right for you. Trust me, he's the best. Call Mike Papur, 877-734-2200, or on the web at nbphealth.com. Remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your...
Hello.
Are you there, Mike?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello.
Nope.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you? Are you driving or do you have a second? Or
Yep. What's up?
so there is a deal job you went to last week with Emmanuel?
Yep.
Okay.
Which one was it?
It is, sorry, I just saw the 522 Allison, Rochester.
Rochester. Okay. What about it?
Just wanted to know if there's any way we could cut off some of that square footage. Or is it like, that has to be all of that?
You know what? Give me 5 minutes and I'll be at the office when it's coming to pick up that check.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Is that about that Rochester?
Yeah.
Yep, so we're good.
I think we're good.
America's #1 battery destination. Rock songs that will crank up the good times, featuring songs from Van Halen, The White Stripes, Kid Rock, and more. Search for Tailgate Rock on the Odyssey app to listen. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by CGC Water Treatment. The Tigers announcing their opening day festivities coming up on Friday. Jack White will be doing the national anthem before their game against the White Sox. Also, Amari Barti, who's the son of the late first base coach Camara Barti, will be throwing out the first pitch. As for the opening day starter, that is Eduardo Rodriguez, one of the newest Tigers this season. He joined Stoney and Jansen this morning right here on 97.1 The Ticket and says that it'll be an honor to do so.
I mean, I feel like that's something special. Like, at the starting pitcher, that's something that you always want to do, that you get 25 hours, you always want to be part of it. How you going to find out your career,
The Tigers lineup is set to face White Sox ace Lucas Giolito at home on Friday. The Pistons on a win streak with their season winding down, but they'll be missing more players for their home game tonight. Already listed as out are Marvin Bagley, Corey Joseph, Rodney McGruder, Kelly Olynyk, along with Jeremy Grant and Hamidou Diallo, who are done for the season. Cade Cunningham did participate in practice after missing their last game with a hip issue. It'll be Detroit versus Dallas over on AM 950 WWJ at 7 o'clock. The second game in as many nights for the Red Wings, too. They hit the road to Winnipeg after their home victory last night in Boston. Their pregame broadcast right here on 97.1 The Ticket is at 7:15. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villara for more. Stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Kosh and Anderson on 97.1 The Ticket.
As we get late in the draft process, the world of information out there is filled with reports. What teams are thinking, who they like, who they don't like. We get intel that some of it we dismiss, some of it we use, some of it we pocket for use later. But you also have to kind of decipher what you think is real and what you don't. What you think is worth taking to the air and what you think is just ploy that you're not going to share. And
What's ploy and what's the real McCoy?
Yeah, exactly. Was it Bucky Brooks? Or one of the NFL Network guys had a mock draft where one of the Jacksonville Jaguars selected Trayvon Walker.
Charles Davis.
Was it Charles Davis? It might have been Charles Davis. Trayvon Walker with the #1 overall pick. Mike Farrell tweeted out yesterday from Rivals.
He's leaving Rivals.
Is he? Heard Trayvon Walker #1 overall 3 different times today. What is the #1 draft report or storyline that you just don't buy?
That might be it.
That we think is just straight propaganda, that's bad information, that is possibly intentionally put out there by teams trying to influence the draft. Like, in the back of my mind, I do wonder about the Kayvon Thibodeau info, although I wonder a lot more if he hadn't walked away from the
Well, I mean, the problem is you're hearing it straight out of his mouth.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're seeing
his actions fed into that. But Trayvon Walker, #1 overall, every year I feel like there's a victim of misinformation where a guy, everyone goes, oh, what happened to him? Well, nothing happened to him. The teams always had him 10th or 11th on the board. But they floated bad information out there, agents trying to help their client out. And all it did was make it look like they dropped, and they really didn't.
I'm trying to think about this, and
is there any Malik Willis storyline that you're not buying?
No, because I could see the Lions taking him at 2. I mean, I wrote this on my show sheet. It's the Lions quarterback situation. It's a real tricky situation. You have to take a gamble one way or the other. There's 3 ways they can get a quarterback, and all 3 of them are gambles. Do you go ahead and do it this year? with the second pick overall? Or do you wait for 32 to take one of the lesser quarterbacks, like a Sam Howell or Matt Corral? Or do you, that's option one. Option two is rolling the dice and trying to take one next year in the draft because you have the draft capital you think you can get, but there are a handful of teams that have multiple first-round picks that are going to be looking at quarterbacks that probably have more draft capital than you do, so that's a giant gamble. Or do you take a shot at one of these guys that's available, like a Jimmy Garoppolo, a Baker Mayfield? If you think that you can wait till next year, and if you see that these teams with the multiple picks and they're going to take a quarterback, does that leave Tua Tagovailoa open? Does it leave Jalen Hurts open? Do you take a chance on one of those guys? Or do you, I guess there's option four, is that there could be some other veteran quarterback that's really good but just wants to force a trade.
So you buy that Malik Willis could be applied.
Absolutely.
You don't think that's just terrible information?
No, I could see it. I mean, but could I also see Trayvon Walker going first? I could see it, but I'm less trusting of that, I guess. And I'm a Trayvon Walker guy. I probably would, but there was a time when I was thinking, would I rather have Trayvon Walker than Aiden Hutchinson? I can maybe convince myself that I'd rather do that, but the idea that Hutchinson can be available too, I'm excited about, because I think he's an every down guy.
I'll give you one that I'm not sure I buy. Along with Trayvon Walker going down.
Yeah, I've got one too. Go ahead.
I'm not sure I buy that Nakobe Dean's going to be on the board at 32.
That's it.
And again, I've shot holes in Nakobe Dean's draftable resume, but it's not to the point where I think he's on the board at 32. Because we've shot holes in virtually literally everybody's resume this year, including Aiden Hutchinson. So I don't know. I think that might be bad information.
That was 100% the one I was going to go with. The other thing I'm looking at is which player is going to slide further. Both guys have been looked at number 2. Which one's going to slide further? Kyle Hamilton or Kayvon Thibodeau? Because I've seen we look at a ton of mock drafts. I've seen mock drafts where Hamilton slides